This is Chesapeake, and I love my dog because she's the friendliest and the sweetest dog in the whole wide world.
I'm Al Woodley, and welcome to Dog Stories, told by the people who love them.
So my name is Lucy, and that's Uma, and she's my third Rottweiler. I like them for, it's always been that I've always wanted a very smart dog, and I have Uma, and she's perfect, but not so smart. I like to say. She's going to be 8 in January, I believe, and I've had her since she was a really cute little puppy. When you have a Rottweiler, you have to have a dog that you can really yell, because when they go, you need to be able to yell quickly, and so it has to be something. The last one was Stella, and then we're Uma. Not sure how it came about. It sounded German-ish. She's like kind of a lab in some ways. I don't really think of her as a true Rottweiler. She does things that are not very Rotty. I love having a dog. Like everybody I know, like all my closest friends I met from the dog park, or especially in my new, my clean and sober life. So I either met people from the dog park or I met them from program. It's a big part of community. You get up and you go to the park every morning, and then you go in the afternoon. It's like you see the same people, and that's sort of your friendship. And so the first Rottweiler was Chloe, was actually a rescue. She was Chloe, her previous owner was a drug dealer, and so she had lived that life. And I certainly, when I had her in Boston, I was a really bad dog owner, and I pride myself very much now not to be a bad dog owner. Like sometimes I would leave her. I used to bring her with me out to the bar, and we had this one place we used to hang out, and I would take them, and sometimes I would leave them there, and like about 4 days later, the bar owner would call me and say, "Hey, Lucy, you ever gonna come pick up your dogs?" I've left her outside, like if I went to go grocery shopping and I sometimes forgot to bring, like I was not. So when I got clean, and Chloe understood the clean life, like dog parks every day, going for a run, and really not being left anywhere, there was no way that she was ever going to let that back in my life. And I will tell you that in the beginning, like it's very hard to take yourself out, and I was clean, but I sort of liked that element. And if anybody I ever dated was using or drinking, they were not getting anywhere near me. She was not having it. And I even went to go bring her back to her owner for a visit, and she wouldn't, like, she knew the good life. She wasn't going back. And Stella, for sure, didn't experience that part of me, but her purpose in life was to keep me safe. After Chloe passed, I got Stella. And then when Stella went and passed, I got Uma, because I can't not have a dog. It's too hard, especially when they're really important to you. And the only thing that will get me, and I know everyone's different, out of that funk is a puppy, because you can't. Like I could still cry at the mention of Chloe or Stella. So it's kind of hard to be sad and depressed when you have this really cute puppy who's just a goofball. And I know it's terrible. Like I'm not replacing them. It just takes you out of the moment. You need something else to focus your attention on. It's like I was a heroin addict. I can own it. I have no problem owning it. Had it not been for them, I don't think I would have done it. It's like, that's part of my existence, is getting up, going to the dog park, having a routine, making sure she gets at least an hour and a half walk every day. Okay, so the other one is my sister's dog. That's Coco. Coco is, like having Coco here with Uma is the greatest thing. Because now that I do work very long hours, like I know that they're hanging out together. And they love each other. They're sisters. She's Puerto Rican. My sister was living in Puerto Rico for 4 years, and she came from the islands. I always introduce with a muzzle on, especially if it's a smaller dog. I think, you gotta know what your dog is capable of. And I am not naive to know what a Rottweiler can do, and I also know that It's not that she'll ever do it first, but if Coco bites you, it's not the same. When you have a Rottweiler, you have to know what you're getting into, and they're a lot of work. And I worked her. I mean, she has all really great obedience. She just chooses not to do it. Wait, Uma, do you have obedience? Head down. Head down. No, Uma, down. Head down. What a good girl. But that's part of it, is that they want to work. She's a working dog. When you can be a responsible dog owner, you want to be a responsible dog owner. And so that's when Chloe, when I first got clean, when she realized she had this wonderful life, there was no way anybody was ever going to put her in jeopardy again. Like, if anybody was drinking around her or high, she would not let them near me, because she'd had a bad life.
Say hi, Colbert. That's Chloe. And Stella. Oh, my girls.
Wow.
Those are your sisters, Uma, and they love you. They would love you. Right? Who do you like better? Which is your favorite one, Chloe or Stella? Huh? There's no favorite. They're all good girls. You want to put your head down? Head down. Oh, Chloe, that's a good choice.
When you own a dog, expect the unexpected.